Our average in 2007 was 44% attendance. It's now 68.5%. So what we realised in coming into the Aboriginal Innovations era is that to actually get any further improvement, we really need our community to be involved in the school in a much greater way. So that was the intention, and we also are always working on the learning program to maximise and deliver to the styles of learning and the readiness for learning that our kids come to us as. So the community had a passion for some change and getting involved. We sort of, the community, about 20 community members met for probably a 2 to 3 year period. What they wanted, they identified skills to help support their students' education, a place to gather and do this, and encouraging more involvement by people who weren't participating.
With our Northside community group, working closely with the school and closely with the community and the parents, it's been outstanding. As we went along a little bit more further, they started talking a little bit more and having a lot more input into their kids' education. Some of them might have the alcohol problems, drug problems, but that doesn't mean that we say, nah, just because you got that, you're not saying nothing. Yeah, we'll give them an opportunity to come in, to change their lives and to change, their kids' lives at the same time.
In terms of our Aboriginal school innovations, what we needed to do is, obviously develop a community partnership agreement. We focused an innovation on the multiple intelligences approach to our learning program to further hone that. And it was clear to get the extended services functioning in a much more connected way with the community.
Noting it down from a theoretical aspect we presented into focusing on what the kids are doing and what's happening in the classroom and how we're getting the community involved. It's all centred around, for us, the multiple intelligence program. Based on, as I said, the 7 intelligence that the kids we're trying to develop in the students, knowing and being aware that traditionally that there are focus on the logical, word smart and intrapersonal aspects. Well, we needed to develop beyond that. And how do we find that out? We found it out by having parents talk to us. Northside Aboriginal Community Group have been a source of our data to make change and being able to connect with them on a regular basis and with them being very forthcoming to us. Aspects we thought that were going very well, they sort of said, well, just wait a second, there's a few things there you've got to look at a bit more closely. And the way that the kids are being presented the learning packages was an aspect we had to look at based on what they told us. We had to remodel the curriculum that we already had remodelled because there are aspects we didn't factor in as far as the best learning style for the kids. Communication with staff, upskilling staff to access professional learning in the multiple intelligence program was critical to it, and making sure that we reflected that back into the community in the way that they're developing was really a good outcome for us. Making sure the kids had individualised learning programs based on the matrix, which is linked to the multiple intelligence program. Student review of their progress is an integral part of that, so they actually have their own tools that they reflect on, and application of volunteers to the classroom. Big difference, 24 people.
I think the most important thing we need to get across is that, I think for myself, the driving force came from the students and secondly the staff. Donnelle and I, she's the curriculum leader, we interviewed the students and said, why don't you come to school? Why don't you like to learn? Whatever. And they gave us insights about what they loved and what they didn't love and what they enjoyed doing. So based on positive psychology in terms of identifying strengths, there's where we put our focus.
We've got kids that are coming in with so many issues, and we're linking the curriculum to those issues. So to begin with, they connect straight away. So they're meeting the outcomes of the reading, writing and so on, but it's linked to something that they know of. So we're not setting, all this high-end Shakespeare-y stuff because they just don't connect. We've tried it, so we rearranged the curriculum so that they connect to some of the topics that is going on. So their parents identify the issues, we bring those issues into the curriculum. The students then create the resources to take back out to the communities. We're giving them that self-belief that they can do it. they can make changes, they can make a difference.
And so that had input into the multiple intelligences program, but then it was about how do we manage their behaviour. So mindfulness is really significant, and that was one of the innovations, and it is a process. And to expect that we would be able to introduce to our Aboriginal students the concept of sitting quietly and not disturbing someone else every morning is amazing, and it is happening. It doesn't mean that they're focusing on the present, which is the outcome of mindfulness. Not yet. A percentage of them are, but the rest of them are really respectful. The other innovation that we introduced, which is also very much part of multiple intelligences and also about self-awareness and mindfulness, is journal writing. The students can all draw, and so they're representing how they feel externally and internally in their drawings and labelling them and writing about what's happening.
So these are some of our key service providers. The Northside Noongar's Growing and Learning, that's the community group that's in with us. I've managed to network quite a few contacts from their contacts. And to keep going on through that, we've got the City of Stirling, who are bringing in a reconciliation action plan that they want the students' input into. The Independent Living Centre have putting quite a lot of funding into our school involving camps that are culture-based around a mental health theme. We've got the North Metro Health Service that is coming in the progress of coming into our MIP programs. That's doing the healthy lifestyles, healthy eating, and providing the food and nutrition and effects directly on Aboriginal people. And then we've got ADS, alcohol and drug services, with some of our students that are affected by that. So they're doing workshops, some one-on-one programs with our students.